Hi everybody, welcome back to CC and Lulu. Today we are doing a video that we've had lots of requests for. I don't know if you watched our American Girl Doll classroom video, one of the videos we made in the beginning when we started filming. But we've had a lot of people that have wanted to know how to do the lockers. So today that's what we're going to do. You're going to learn how to decorate a locker just like this. So let's get decorating. So let's look at the supplies you're going to need to decorate this locker. Now, I get these on Amazon and we'll put the link in the description box below. This is so darling. Isn't that cute? This is the priciest thing, of course, of the whole project. This is like $38 or $40 on Amazon. But after you get done blinging it out, it's gonna be so cool and it's worth it. Now for the supplies that you might already have around your house, we have the glue gun, double-sided tape, a ruler, scissors, tweezers, a marker, and a straight-edged knife for cutting the fur. A measuring tape, this works better than the ruler, and then a cutting board, something that you can safely cut on. Now, if you're not allowed to use sharp objects like the straight-edged knife, then you're going to have to ask an adult to help with that. Now for the fun supplies that you're going to need to decorate, you're going to need some bling. I get these at the Dollar Tree, and some little, these are little butterfly gems, 2 sheets of scrapbooking paper, one of those little battery operated tea lights. I painted this in advance, the top, just to save time with the video, and I actually used this nail polish to do it with. It goes with this bling that I'm going to wrap around that. And I get all that at the Dollar Tree. Or the magnets, you get a pack of these little round magnets for the bottom of this, because this is going to be a chandelier that really lights up for the top of the locker. And I know you don't have this around the house. I'd be surprised if you did. They're called tie-it-alls. And I got these on Amazon as well. And these are going to make the things that hang down from the chandelier. They're going to look like crystals. So let's get decorating this pretty locker. So the first thing you need to do is measure this compartment and this compartment, the back walls, because we're going to use this as locker wallpaper. So we need to put this double-sided tape down. So I'm going to put it all around that way against the edge. I'm going to do it like that, and then I'm going to put them across here, and then you peel these off, and that's where these handy-dandy tweezers come, because it's really hard to get the corners peeled up. As you can tell, this is like the only hope of doing it is, and I have nails, but it's still, see, it just peels off like that, and then you've got that real sticky. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the locker, and I'll be back. Okay, so to measure this, get right on in here with this soft measuring tape. Okay, now yours might be just slightly different than mine, so you really need to measure yours for yourself. Okay, I'm going to put the top one in first. Kind of get it right up in the crease. Okay. It's really easy if you do it while it's lying down, but desperate times call for desperate measures. As you can see, it doesn't fill the whole wall, so you're going to have to put another little piece. I had said before that one piece of scrapbook paper wouldn't work, but it doesn't work for me when I use this. It has to be up and down like that. But if you get one that doesn't have a pattern to it that matters, and you could turn it this way and use it, then you could get away with one sheet. Look how cute this wallpaper looks in here. Isn't that adorable? I just love it. Now the next thing we're going to do is put fur on the bottom and on the shelf. Now you're going to want to measure, just like we did for the wallpaper in the back, and you're going to put tape all the way around. And then for the one on top, you're going to cut the fur. You want to take it in about 1 inch on each side, because otherwise it's all squished funny in there on the edges. Now, there is a big trick on how to cut this fur, okay? If you want it to be shaggy, hanging off the edges. I got this fur at Joann Fabrics. Now, when you go to buy it, you probably would only need like 1/4 yard, and you'll still have leftovers, but you'd need it to be at least 1/4 yard this way. Okay, now when you go to cut it, you have to cut it from the back. If you cut it this way, look at, you're cutting all that shag off. You don't want that. You want that pretty shag on there. So if you cut it from the back, this is where your sharp edge, like a carpet knife, comes in. And you're going to put on your cutting board and just cut through. See how it just cuts through the backing? And that way you're going to be able to use every bit of your fur. And as you go, you don't want to go all the way through and get the fur too. So you just want to get the backing as best you can. And then the fur just pulls away. And see, you still have all this furriness, which is so much nicer than this. It doesn't have anything hanging down. So that's how I turned it over, my fur over. I measured in there, and then I measured and cut out my pieces. And then I put the double-sided tape down on the bottom. And now let's put this in here. Okay, so you're going to carefully, because remember where it touches, it's going to stay. So be very careful. You're going to line it up so that this part here goes right against that back wall. Push it down well. And then watch it come alive. How adorable is that? Okay, I'm going to do the top shelf one. Okay, so see how it helps to cut those little edges in there, because then it hangs out nicely. Let's make this come alive now. Just fluff it up. Now when I made these for my granddaughters, they each like the different colors. This fur has all those colors in it, so I could use that for all the lockers. But I chose different wallpaper for each girl, depending on the color that they like best. And it just looks so adorable. You can make it your own. Figure out what you like best and the colors you like and go with it. Okay, now we are going to bling this locker out even further. The locker comes with a bag of goodies. This locker doubles as a closet. Comes with hangers. Comes with a lock and key. Little keys. It comes with some butterfly magnets. Now they all come with this. When you get the Emily Rose brand, this is the Emily Rose brand locker. There's that. Next, they have a little name paper here that you can slip in here. You can put your name or your doll's name and slide it down in there. Or you can even put some stuff on the outside too if you want. Now, what I'm going to do is bling out this little mirror. Let's take off this plastic coating. Makes it look weird. There, now it looks more like a mirror. Okay, so I'm going to do it like that. And then I got some bling at the Dollar Tree. So I am first going to put, since we're kind of butterfly theme going here, I'm going to use a little butterfly gem for the corner. Hot glue. Get your folks to help you if you can't use hot glue. I miss my old trusty glue gun. This one just doesn't work the same. Strips of bling. And you know, we already did our desk video, so you can make a desk to go along with this. Doesn't that look cute? I'm going to put it right here. Okay, next I'm going to do the chandelier, and that's going to stick right up in the top of the locker and really light up. These little round magnets are perfect for this, and you want it, it's kind of thick. You want it like that. See how thick? And it'll just, I'm going to hot glue it right on there, and it'll hold firmly. If you get a flimsy magnet, it is not going to hold this. Even though it doesn't seem that heavy, it still won't hold it. Okay, now you can get packs of 2 of these at the Dollar Tree. And then I got this at the Dollar Tree too, to put around the side. It fits it perfectly. And then I got nail polish to go well with this. This is number 618, LA Colors. And I put several coats. It takes like 3 or 4 coats. Hot glue dries so quickly. I only do a little section at a time. I put it right up to the top edge. It leaves that little bit there, but that's okay. You don't see that as much as you're going to see the edges, this edge. Okay, let me cut this. The last section. Oops, I've got one of the tie-it-alls stuck to my glue gun. There. Okay, so we've got that part of the chandelier. Now, I'm going to show you how to cut these tie-it-alls. Okay, this is a type of thing, it's supposed to go through this hole and use it like a zip tie or whatever. You're going to want to make 6 of the 2 sections and 6 of 1 section when you cut them. So come on up close here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You want one of these little knobs on the end because it makes it look kind of like a crystal chandelier. Now you want 6 of 2 sections. You see what I'm talking about? Section 1, section 2. And you're going to cut above. You only need the knob on one end. The other end is going to be glued. And then to cut all the little individual ones, you'll need to cut this knob off. You only need it on one end. Okay, see, so I'm going to cut below this little knob. And then you can keep going down the line doing that for as many as you need. And then we're going to use the hot glue gun. And on the inside row, you're going to do the long ones. Now, sometimes they're a little bit bent, and that's okay. That's not a big deal. Just put a dollop of glue. Stick it on there. It'll take about right around 6, we'll see. Maybe need 7. Okay, this is going to take 7. Just depends on how close together you put them. And of course, you're going to have a bunch of glue strands that you can get off after it's dried. See how I put those around the light in the middle? Now I'm going to work and do the outer ones. And those are the shorter ones. You know, chandeliers have those long centers that hang down a lot of times. Kind of putting it in between. the big ones. And you can buy replacement batteries for these little tea lights. So if you leave it on and run out of some batteries, you can replace that battery. All the rage to have a chandelier in your locker. I know it was for my granddaughters. All the strands. See how it, I don't know if you can see it in this light, but it kind of, the light kind of goes on the little tie-it-alls and it makes it look like crystal. How cute is that? Look at this locker. Isn't that adorable? Look how cute this locker is for Kit. She loves it. It's just the perfect size. It's really nice. 18-inch doll, 18-inch locker. Now she can hang some of her clothes in there. She could put some of her school supplies in there. She can play school and have such a good time. When you go to school, she can go to school too. Now, if you want one of these lockers, but you don't feel like going through the trouble of making one, we do sell them in our Etsy shop. They're a little bit pricey, but all the stuff is kind of pricey too. So it can be shipped right to your door if you're interested. Actually, this is one that I made in this video for a customer that just ordered one. So I thought I'd get it on video so you could see how we do this. So check out our Etsy shop. We'll have a link in the description. It's all items made by Cece and Lulu for your American Girl dolls. Thanks for watching. We love you, Priceless Beauties. Have a terrific day. Bye.